It's my next project. So anyway,
Wow.
wish me luck, and I wish you all the best with your beautiful channel. And thank you so much for having me. Gracias por todo.
Empezar por hablarte sobre una producción desde los 90 que fue un poco reconocida, All My Children. Quisiera preguntarte cómo fue la experiencia de tu debut.
Yes. Very good.
Yes. Yes, tell us about your debut in a very popular soap opera in the States that is All My Children.
Yes. It was a very exciting experience because I was very new to acting, and doing All My Children was like a dream for me because I had watched the show when I was a kid, and so I would recognize the characters. I've done other soap operas, but that was more exciting because I actually knew the characters, and it was really a lot of fun.
Hay también un videojuego en el que tú participaste que fue interesante, In Your Man. O sea, me pareció bastante increíble que fueras dirigida por Bob Villan.
Tell us how the experience of being directed by Bob Villan in the video game I Am Your Man, your work in this video
Oh my
game.
gosh, you really have done your research. I'm very
Yeah.
that was very cool because it was one of the first games where you could change the ending. So the audience had in the cinema, I don't think it ever took off, but in the cinema, so I was playing in different roles, like different endings. So if my character has a car accident, then the person has to press 1, like, does she die? Does she stay alive? Does she go to the hospital? Does her boyfriend visit her? Does he propose to her? And so the audience got to participate and so then depending on what the audience selected, and sometimes if they selected one thing, then I was not even in it, so I was like, please choose this one. It was so much fun. And we did that in New York City and with a lot of the cast from Saturday Night Live, which I don't know if you're familiar with that. It was very nice. Yeah.
Wow. And many years before Black Mirror. That's great.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Wow, great data. Jhon, excelente. Esto fue un videojuego donde la gente en el público, en el cine, podía escoger los finales. Muchos años antes que Black Mirror.
Interesante. Y hay también una película que yo creo que tú viste, Andrés, porque es un clásico, obviamente que en paz descanse Anton Sizemore, que se llama Wolf Mother. Ella tiene un papel muy bueno.
Yeah, he's a great actor, and it's so sad that he died. Yeah. Wolf Mother, that movie, Wolf
Yes.
Mother. Yeah. So that was an interesting one because I had done another movie called Removed, and for a few years I was typecast as the mother who was abusive, or because in the movie Removed, I play a mom who chooses a man over her children. And it was really sad. And it was about foster care system in America and how it was failing. So after that movie, I was asked to play in Wolf Mother as the mother who sells her daughter into prostitution. I actually didn't get to work with Tom Sizemore, but he's a wonderful actor. So unfortunately, sometimes I get so excited because I love to work with certain actors. He was so talented and he was in so many different movies, but I actually was never on set with him, unfortunately.
Jhon, ella no compartió set con Tom, pero fue una cuestión muy interesante porque no sé si tuviste la película Remove y tú tienes una pregunta sobre esa, porque esto fue justo después de esta película, que ella siempre la colocaban como la mamá víctima y acá no, acá es la mamá malvada. Yo creo que tuviste Wolf Mother y es un papel muy duro, muy fuerte.
Papel interesante, aunque también luego eso saltó a una historia que la verdad me pareció bastante pues chévere, porque es un cortometraje pero a la vez un videoclip musical. Muchos pues te consideraron pues un icono por este pequeño rol porque inspiraste a otra serie. Quisiera preguntarte sobre tu experiencia en Addiction.
Oh,
Yes, tell us about. Yes, and is it true?
Yeah.
Is it true that we know that is a video clip and a short film, but is it true that your role in this project inspired another series?
This is so touching to me that you really did this research, because actually I'm so proud of that movie. It's called Addiction, This Is Not a Love Story. And it was a very personal subject for me. And I wrote it, and I was telling someone about it today because I was talking to some filmmakers, and I said that it was the first and probably the only time that I will write, produce, co-direct and star in a film because it was so personal. I had a lot of trouble with the ending because I kept changing it. And my friend who's a director that I was talking to today said that that's very common, that especially if it's a personal story, because in that case, it was about love addiction. It was about a relationship that didn't work for me. And it was very painful. And actually the relationship was continuing. And so I was, in fact, showing this as I was making the movie. I was asking for feedback from the person that inspired the movie. So yeah, it's something. And then it was very difficult for me to watch, have people watch it. And it screened and it did very well. I won some awards for it and I was nominated for quite a few awards. And people asked me to talk about the topic of love addiction and if people believe that it's really a thing, and I think it is. But I remember when it screened in Saint-Tropez, a friend of mine, thank God a friend of mine was there with a camera because he was able to document the whole experience. And I was so nervous that in my memory, nobody clapped, they laughed, but at the wrong times. And I didn't remember, we had a Q&A session afterwards, and I didn't remember anyone asking questions. But in fact, there was a Q&A session for 30 minutes and I was articulate, but I was so scared because it was so personal that I wouldn't, it was like giving birth to a child or something, you know, but I'm very proud that I've done it, but I'm glad that it's over. You know, I like to leave the producing to other people now.
I got curious. Which filmmakers or which countries? Because thank you for talking to us about this project, a very personal project. So you can say I told about addiction with people from
Yes.
Colombia, the Netherlands. But I am curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay. Nice.
Yes, I got curious. Which filmmakers or from which country do you tell about this project? Because you told me that you were talking today about addiction.
Today I'm talking about it too. So you are from this is my lovely friend over here. Well, she's from a French, it's French.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Cassandra. And
can you speak in Spanish maybe?
Yeah, of course. Hola, me llamo Cassandra. So, soy una amiga de otra amiga de estas bonitas mujeres.
Preciosa.
Y estoy de Guadalupe, al lado de República Dominicana, y mi padre es de República Dominicana. So, no hablas español perfecto, pero está suficiente para tengo una comunicación.
And it's so nice because we have right here so many creative people. She's a fashion designer. And my friend outside here is from Spain. And she is a DJ and a model and a producer. And so, but I was actually talking to an Italian director today. He's not here right now. He went to get provisions for the festival. But I was talking to him about it because he has a story right now. I'm getting a lot of scripts right now. People are sending me scripts. And so I was talking to an Italian about it. And in fact, my director from Addiction is an Italian also from Milan. And so that was a nice tie-in. And yeah, he was relating to it because when he writes a script, only the difference is that he's not an actor. Something about also writing and also being in it, it's a little scary, I think.
I need to share that to Jhon. Jhon, ¿sabes por qué hice la pregunta? Porque ella justo estaba hablando de este proyecto, el más personal de ella, uno que escribió, donde incluso ella habló con la persona que inspiró eso, o sea, fue un proceso muy duro, y donde incluso le pidieron cambiar el final con directores hoy en Holanda. O sea, ese mismo tema estaba hablando ahorita con directores allá en Holanda.
Wow.
Well, and also the producer that I'm talking about, I met him in Cannes at the Cannes Film Festival because he's a producer and he's always at Cannes Film Festival. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Y el productor lo conoció en Cannes.
Increíble. Hay también una historia que es también, pues, chévere y alocada que se llama, bueno, de la venganza. Quisiera preguntarte qué significa la venganza para usted, interpretarlo como protagonista de este corto.
What is the point of view that you got for the subject of revenge? Talking about the short film Don't Get Mad.
Oh, I love that film. Now that was produced by, so I did a TV series in Italy called Feel the Dead with William McNamara and Estella Warren. That was such a great experience. And
He
then
was here on the channel.
What's that?
William McNamara was here on the channel.
He was? Oh my gosh, I would
Yeah.
love to see that interview. And you should ask Estella Warren. She's beautiful and talented, and she is an incredible person. And so I worked on that film, and the executive producer, Neb Chupin, was also he had a role in the film in the series and the film that we made a film. And then we were talking about why don't we make a film in Belgium? So at another film festival in Milan, I talked to someone about my film Addiction, and he had a film that was a similar topic. It was about love gone wrong, or passion, unrequited love. And so we talked about it. He wrote the story, and it's like, don't get mad, ... get even. You know that saying, don't get mad, get even. And my character, it was such a relief, because I was saying to you before, I was playing a lot of roles of women that are not empowered. But this was so great because he let my character be really strong, and really her husband they do him wrong. Like, they take so much money from him, and he's really, he ends up dying. I think he kills himself. Yeah. And so my character gets to get revenge on all these men. So it's pretty classic. I mean, I would love to share the link with you. And it won a few. We went to Milan for the film festival, and I won an award for best lead actress in a short film for that. It was so cool.
One, congratulations. Two, I told
you.
Jhon that he shared you the link from the interview with William McNamara. So please, wherever you had the time, share the link from Don't Get Mad.
Of course I will. And I saw also a link with Kostas Mandalar. He's a great actor. I was impressed. You get a lot of good people. Yeah.
Like you.
Thank you so
People like
much. Thank you so
Jhon?
much.
Dime, tell me, because I will tell Jhon, comparte la de William, que ella nos va a compartir Don't Get Mad.
Perfecto.
Yeah. Oh, no, William wasn't part of that, William McNamara, but Neb Chupin, the other producer, was.
No,
But
but I told, yes, but I told Jhon that he shared you the interview. No, I understand. He was part of
I
the
understand.
later, but you will share us Don't Get Mad.
Oh, perfect. And Removed. I would love for you to see Removed, because that was such a touching. That was actually made with €5,000 or $5,000 budget, and it ended up winning a $1 million prize to create a film, but with a studio that's a family, like a Christian film studio. And I think in the end, the director passed on the whole prize money. He had such integrity, but he wanted to make a film about Syrians going to becoming Christian, like leaving their Muslim faith and becoming Christian. And it was too controversial. And so in the end, I think he even just said no to the money. But he's touched so many people with that film, Removed, and I'm so proud of it. It's the only film that people say, hey, you're that lady from that movie. I say, what do you mean? Like, even in these random places, like in Rome at a cafeteria, someone said, wait, I know you. You're the one that gave up your children. Or like for a while, my own kids, people at school said, you have a sister and a brother, and your mother gave them up. So I guess the acting is pretty okay, if they believe it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jhon también nos va a pasar remote. Así que
Uy, buenísimo. Tengo
Buenísimo.
las últimas dos preguntas, que es, bueno, hay dos producciones que ella tuvo protagónico en esas historias. Quisiera preguntarte sobre cómo fue el poder cambiar roles, muy distinto. Uno era de acción y el otro era como de terror. Coméntame un poco.
Okay, as a final, we got two productions, The Remake and Safe. How was on sale? Sorry. How was to change, because there are two different roles? Like you told me that in Wolf Mother and Remote there are two different kinds of women. Here also, tell us about changing of roles.
That's such a great role, and I get to do it in 3 parts. So we have 3 episodes of Safe. I don't know if you know this, but we shoot it at the Cannes Film Festival. So I'm working with the director. He's won something like 150 awards for the films that we've made in Cannes. And what's so exciting, so my character is super empowered. I play a reporter. No, I'm pretending to be a reporter on the red carpet, but I actually have a secret mission that I'm on. I get to play a really, really strong woman, and I'm fighting for my country, and there's such a strong cast. In fact, each year we add new people to the cast. We shoot it against the backdrop of the Cannes Film Festival, so there's always, and the director is fearless. So we just go right on the red carpet with the cameras, with the lights. And sometimes we've been shooting at really cool locations, and he says, quiet on the set. And somehow he has the authority to get people to be quiet, even though we don't have sometimes we don't have a permit. But I do love to play different roles, because I don't like to always, in the series, Feel the Dead, I'm crying in almost every scene, while the other women are very strong. So I love it when I get to play someone who's like, get away from me. Like, actually, I was trying out my Italian. I have another film that I did, a horror film called The Paintings of Benjamin Daniels. I did that in LA, and I get to say something in Italian. Can I say it now?
Please.
Do you speak any Italian?
Poquito.
Better if you don't, but I was saying this to everyone yesterday at a dinner party. It was all Italians, and I was saying, oh gosh, I'm going to embarrass myself, but I was saying, stupido bastardo geloso. Se fossi in te, punterei quella pistola della testa di tua moglie. And then the guy that I throw him against the wall, because I'm supposed to be a suburban housewife, but suddenly I turned into Satan, like the devil in a horror, and then he says, who are you? And I say, il tuo incubo peggiore. I'm your worst nightmare. And then my date turns to me and says, because he just sees this plain housewife, like with a suit on, and he says, you speak Italian? And I say, a little bit. And then he says, what did you say to him? And I said, you stay away from my boyfriend, or I'm going to hurt you. Something like that. So anyway, it's fun. I love to play. I love to act. I love to be around creative people. I'm so honored that you asked me to do this interview. It's my pleasure.
No,
and
the pleasure is ours.
That was the last question. What I would love to do is I would love to take you on a small tour. No, I don't know if you have to go right now, but I'm glad we did this today. I think it's synchronicity, but I'm at the biggest techno festival in the Netherlands. And so right around me, there's a lovely DJ over here. Do you mind just saying hola? Or are you so this is my interview in Colombia. They're in Colombia.
Hola, I will be soon in Colombia. I mean soon in
You
December.
say in Spanish.
Sí.
It's in Spanish.
En diciembre iré a Colombia a tocar allí.
And she's an amazing DJ. We were listening. Sorry.
¿En qué ciudad? Bogotá, Medellín.
Estoy esperando a un amigo para entrar al festival y estoy disfrutándome la que no vea. O sea, nos vemos pronto.
¿En qué ciudad vas a tocar? Bogotá, Medellín,
La
Bucaramanga.
capital, yo no lo sé en qué ciudad es todavía, porque hago un tour. Primero voy a Chile, después voy a Argentina, después voy a Colombia, así que yo creo que si sigues mi Instagram, ahí me verás donde toco en Colombia. Haré la fiesta de Cartel Berlín allí.
Wow.
Entonces no, creo que en Bogotá. Creo que en Bogotá.
Wow. Felicitaciones. Excelente.
And she is a model and a DJ and an actress. And I'm just so lucky because I'm surrounded by, and so when we were driving up, we're staying in some kind of a villa, and I was driving up and there are giraffes and llama or like alpacas over there. It's so nice.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's such a pleasure to meet you.
I will ask Jhon what he needs because I think we need. Jhon, ¿qué necesitas ahora? Saludo, foto, dime.
Okay.
Foto.
I'm taking you to the music
Okay.
too. Do you mind? Oh, I'm taking you to the music. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, go ahead. But first, we are going to take a picture so we can share to the social media about this interview.
Excellent. Excellent.
No, the pleasure is ours. And thank you for talking so honestly about your career, to share that tour here in the Netherlands. And a big hi to all your friends. And we hope to see you in the channel. Jhon, later. Jhon,
Yes.
¿algo más, Jhon?
No, solo eso, felicitarte por la oportunidad, que lo disfrutes y bienvenida siempre al canal.
Yes, congratulations. You're always welcome to the channel and
Thank you very much.
be happy. Be happy in the Netherlands.
Can I say just one more thing? Because I was just, I don't know if you know this, but I was just made some kind of honorary ambassador to for the Netherlands in the Sahara Desert. So first I went to Cannes Film Festival in May, and then I went for 2 weeks because of the Cannes Film Festival. I went to Sahara Desert and I had great honor there. And so I'm going to be going to Morocco as my next project. So anyway,
Wow.
wish me luck, and I wish you all the best with your beautiful channel. And thank you so much for having me. Gracias por todo. Ciao
Gracias.
from Awakenings Festival in Amsterdam. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Mwah.
Chao.
Ciao.
Beso.
Beso.
Bye.